We should be live. I mean, we are live, but like I should be here. That's what I'm trying to say. Uh, Samantha, hello again. Leodon, Sierra, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Pipit, cheerio, hello, hi, hello. All right. We need to make progress in this game. We really do. It's been a while. It's been months since we've made any real progress. So, yeah. Sketchy was good, brother. We have a lot of work to still do in this game. Granted, we've come a long way. In fact, we're further than I expected to be. But, still not exactly where I want to be, right? So, Hellbilly's got a race, Fast Navy, Bless My Path, Arctic Crop. What am I doing with Arctic Crop? Why is he a Flake Row type? I'm like, why is he 1 for 6? Gosh, I'm so out of the loop. I don't even remember, like, what we're doing for, like, any of these horses. Like, bear with me. I'm gonna look at my notes here. Like, my notes don't have anything of importance. It's just, like, grade 1s. That's about it. So, you know what? Actually, hold on. That might actually be useful. Racing Empire, hello, hello. Good to see you all in here. It's been a minute since all of you have been in at the same time, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you all. As always. Alright, summer GP time with Hellbilly. And my emulator was just kind of freaking out for a second. Definitely wasn't having a good time there in that last 10 seconds. We're not the favorite. Crafty Saint is. It's going to be a tough horse to beat. Stern Liquor's also here. Might as well be co-favorites. It's a little bit of a tall task, I see. Let's just go ahead and run it, right? Hope you guys have had good weeks so far. Good beginning to 2023, most importantly. Mine's has actually been better than I expected. Not like I really have expectations for everything, but you know what I mean. Oh, my favorite song in this game. Wah, 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 swang. I love it. Alright, I gotta get Hellbilly to the front here. Shwa, shwa, swang. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do that the whole race, but it's a catchy song. You played this game enough and you listen to it, like, you can't help but not imitate what you hear, because it is the perfect music for this type of game. Granted, I don't know if my game volume is low enough for that, or high enough. You guys let me know, audio-wise, if you need anything changed. Mic volume, game volume. I'll make sure to get that done. I missed how fast or slow that pace was, because I wanted to know if we were running fast or running slow. I can't really tell. Come on now, get it together. I'm not gonna lie, my PlayStation emulator has been so weird lately. My PS2 one has been fine, but the PlayStation one has been doing like weird stuff. So, alright, here we go with Hellbilly. 2 furlongs left to go. Crafty Saint, the gray next to us, is the horse we gotta beat. Can we get up there? Crafty Saint might be pulling away. Crafty Saint's pulling away. And not even gonna get the win. Actually, both tired out, and we're going to finish 3rd here in the Summer GP. Tough race, bro. Tough race. Gallop Racer 2006 will always have my favorite soundtracks. You know, I haven't played the game enough to really pay attention to the soundtrack, so I should probably do that. And I will at some point. I wish the progression of that game was like the traditional Gallop Racer games. I just hate that you can just kind of just pick a horse and just start doing whatever. And there's like, you know, no grind of like having to start with like kind of mediocre horses. Like everybody's playthrough, we go through that, right? Whatever file you're starting, unless you have really great horses available in the market immediately. Like you always have to start the game with average horses. That's the only thing about 2006 for me. You screw up on the gameplay videos, yeah. That's something I need to do. I do need to kind of tap into that game. Just to get a real honest assessment of it. And granted, like there are features of it I do enjoy. It's just the main feature, which is obviously the season mode. That's really like a different type of season mode. That's my only real gripe with the game. Otherwise, I would say it's presentation-wise, the animation, the customization is crazy. I mean, thumbnails, you know, horses, like you can do a lot in that game. It's just the season mode was just different. All right, well, we're up in the Diamond Cup with Fast Navy here. Formal Ruin is the favorite. 12 furlongs, and I need to get a win. Need to get a win. Need to make progress today, regardless of how good or bad we do. Just need to make progress. Of course, making good progress would be preferred, but it's been a while. And as always, I just need to kind of get back in the groove of each game, because they all play differently. I feel like I've said, the amount of times I've said that, my goodness, man. I should have to do like a shot. In fact, that would actually be really bad. The amount of times I've said that in the years in this channel. Customization even gives the later installments a run for their money. Yeah, I would totally agree. Yep. Totally agree. Yeah, season mode's my only thing I'm not a huge fan of in that game. Otherwise, I think that game is like the perfect Gallop Racer game, really. You know, it's just like, why couldn't we have that type of game, but in the format of like Gallop Racer 2004 or 2003? With the customization, could you imagine that? One can dream, man. One can dream. That's why, like, I have to play all the games. I have to get my fix of like every bit of Gallop Racer content in every game. I still like this game for its nostalgic purposes and just some of the, you know, the basic features of it. I like 2004, of course, for what it has. I like 2003 for some of the things that it has. Like, it's just, I feel like I have to play every Gallop Racer game to really get like my perfect Gallop Racer fix, because they all have their pros and their cons. You know, we just end up liking whatever we like, of course. Okay, let's go Fast Navy. Hopefully I got him going at the right time. Come on, dig in, brother. Dig in, brother. We got to get this dub, man. Got to get this dub. Diamond Cup. This is big territory. Furlong left to go. I don't know if anybody's going to close in on us. Oh, this is so tough. Are we going to get caught? Come on, dude. Oh my gosh. Of course, yeah. I got going too soon. That's one thing I noticed I started doing. I tried playing this game a little bit off screen before streaming. I'm like, yeah, my timing on my spurts is definitely way off from where I was really hitting it. Way too soon. I need to go a little bit later. I keep forgetting that. You know, just to lose basically within probably, what, a 10th? Third place for both. Should have been wins. Yep, this is what I got to get back in the rhythm of. It's been months of actually playing this game. Sweet Storm, she's undefeated, but I'm nervous. Like, I don't want to ruin her undefeated streak, but I think I got it under control. In fact, I just recorded 2004, well, yesterday, and it took me like 2 races. It was 2 really bad races at the very beginning of the episode, and then after that, I settled down. I keep on trying to use the pack split ability and champion jockey, and I keep falling down. That game is so much more challenging to me than Gallop Racer. I want to try it, but gosh, I just feel like the frustration for me just having to adjust would not be worth it. I don't know if it would make good YouTube content. If it makes good YouTube content, I might do it, but I do want to get into that game, but I feel like it's much more challenging than Gallop Racer. Like, I don't think Gallop Racer inherently is a hard video game to play. I just think it's a matter of the horses you're facing and how you play it. But I don't know. I just feel like the AI get easy once you get to a certain point. Yeah, it's much harder. Sweet Storm. I don't even know what to do with you. Like, I don't even know what to do with her. I don't know how many titles she has. Let me check. Yeah. I do really want to give that game a shot. I have to mentally prepare for it. Sometimes I get overzealous with stuff. Like, I've done it on, like, other YouTube channels. I'll want to play a game, and then I realize, I'm like, you know what? This game really isn't for me, or I'm not mentally prepared to go through the anguish of this game. Sometimes I can deal with it. Sometimes I'm mentally prepared for the BS that a game is going to cause me, and I go through with it. But there's other times I'm really not in the headspace for it. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to entertain this right now. Champion Jockey is easier than G1 Jockey by a long shot because it has the abilities of Gallop Racer, but it still has a presentation and gameplay. Yeah, I know what you mean. For sure. Yeah, I still think both of those games inherently are better or more challenging than Gallop Racer. Gallop Racer is D-pad, left, right, square, circle. How hard is that, you know? That's really all Gallop Racer is in a nutshell. Revolutions and abilities, yeah, there's timing involved, but it's not. It's not extremely challenging. I don't think, not in comparison to, like, of course, the other games. Super Mile Cup. Let's go ahead and run her here. Should be a good race at the mile distance. Ice Crash. He's ready to go. 8 to 13 furlongs for this horse on turf or dirt, but preferably turf. And I'm gonna go ahead and run him in this grade too. I think he's been doing pretty well. So there we go for Ice Crash. Bless My Path. Our endurance horse. What's our growth type? Ooh, sustained. Nice. Lovely. She's still got 2 years till she's at her peak, and she's 4 for 6 right now with her last win being a grade 1 in the Golden Oak. So she's looking good. Gosh, there's like no grade 1s for her though. Okay, so you know what? We'll just go ahead and run you probably in a grade 3. Yeah. You prefer the presentation of G1 Jockey over the Gallop Racer games? I know what you mean. I can't say that, like, Gallop Racer is just like Gallop Racer, you know, for me. The presentation just fits with what the series is, but I definitely, I would say out of other games, I prefer their presentation much more. Now, the game in the series I think is still underrated with this presentation is 2001. I wish more people would understand that. That game is really underrated with its presentation, man. The post-parade, or the, you know, the paddock parade, well, you can't really look at your horses in the paddock. In fact, it's just when they hit the track. But for the post parade, basically, I feel like that game is really, to me, the best game. That in 2006, I think, have the best presentations. But that's just, of course, my opinion. Depends on which G1 jockey, because the first 3 in the Wii version. Yeah, I was kind of excited for the Wii version. I remember when it was supposed to come out. Of course, this is, gosh, seems like such a long time ago. And then it came out, and then it just kind of looked like, you know, dog water. And I'm just like, is that really the best they could have done? You know what I mean? And no shade to dog water. I love dogs, obviously. I mean, no, I don't want to do that. No handicappy. No handicappy. Roman was good, brother. Dude, it's the one thing about YouTube that really does drive me nuts, and I really need to get active on Twitch. I've been procrastinating on doing Twitch streaming forever. I've gone through spurts of streaming on Twitch, and then I just don't do it for like a year. I've done that like the last couple of years of my life, and it's just, I don't know. I just know Twitch requires such commitment, and I'm just not, I guess I'm just not in that position yet to be that committed to like streaming regularly. Like I had a spurt, I think during last summer I was able to, but it was summer, you know, and usually work isn't as hectic, so. 2001 is annoying race-wise, but yeah, I get it. I totally get why most of you guys feel that way about the game with the racing, and I get it. It can definitely be annoying. I like it just because it's different. It's just a weird, quirky thing for me, but I do genuinely understand why it doesn't get as much love. But the presentation, like you said, top notch. But yeah, the gameplay, I totally get why the gameplay doesn't appeal to everybody. Yeah, Elite Roman, yeah, welcome. Glad to see you all in here. It's been a while since you all have been in a live stream together, so good S word, man. I could swear on my Twitch, but I mean, on my stream here for YouTube, or Twitch, of course, but I just choosing not to. I just don't think it's unless something really egregious happens, then it may happen, but I still like to keep it G over here. Now, if I'm on my anime channel, if I'm streaming on my Dragon Ball channel, different story. What is going on? Stop playing around. This is messing me up. Bear with me. My emulator's being really funky right now. I don't like it. And again, it's only my PlayStation 1 emulator being weird. My PS2 one runs like a dime. Doesn't make sense. Maybe those will fix it. I just got on YouTube to watch Goku vs. Frieza and the stream popped up. No kidding. Quinky dink timing. Botwalk, what's going on, man? Big fan. Well, welcome. Appreciate you. Glad you've been enjoying the content. Thank you so much. Wonderwell is... Dude, Wonderwell is so... Yeah, Wonderwell is amazing in that game, honestly. Like, I have nothing bad to say about that horse at all. That horse is pretty darn amazing and hard to beat. When are you going back to do the stable races? Stable races. Were we talking about stable races? Oh, yeah, the series. Gosh. Yeah, we do need to finish it. This race has been a mess because like my emulator's been acting up. Now it's clear in the stretch. Stable races. We'll get back to it sometime soon. I don't know when yet. You know what? In all honesty, probably next week, next weekend, will be a good time to get back to it because I think I'll have enough pre-scheduled content where like I'll be able to stream. That's kind of what I'm trying to do this year. I'm trying to pre-schedule content more in advance. That way I'll have more time to stream and I don't have to use that time to like record videos. Thanks, man. Yeah, wow. Bless my path. This is our endurance horse. I was talking about her in the recent 2004 episode. But this pedigree, we're like this is third or fourth generations in now of endurance. I started, and she sets the record. Wow, 145 and 7. What a ride. That race was so annoying for the beginning part because my emulator decided it wanted to, you know, crap the bed. So that's, gosh, that's awesome, man. What a win. That's an endurance horse, you know, with like, I think below average speed, but just having that endurance to be able to run the rail like that, can't beat it. I want to make a Gallop Racer series, but starting over would take, yeah, dude, that's what I mean. Like, I will never start any of these series over. None of them. Not anymore. 2004, 2003, no. Like, there's too much time invested. You know, I would never start any of our series over. This one, definitely not. 2001, I just restarted, but, like, I'm finally as far as I've been in that game, so would never do it. That'd be a weird idea for competitive scene to try and make the world record in Gallop Racer. Like, who could set the fastest ever 9 furlongs? Oh, dude, if Gallop Racer was, like, a game that could be, like, in that esports competitive type of scene, there 100% would be people just no-lifing trying to set the fastest records or hacking it or, you know, just, that's why I'm kind of glad there's Gallop Racer isn't really, like, fortunately in that type of, like, hemisphere is what I'm trying to say. I feel like that would be detrimental to the game's community. You know what I mean? Then it wouldn't really be about playing this game for the horses and just the experience. It would just be about trying to prove who's the best. And I just always think I just think that in certain video game communities is really detrimental. It just makes it a toxic place, man. You want to start, but my emulator is weird when I try to record. Yeah, emulators are weird, bro. I know, of course, having a certain type of computer will definitely help you probably avoid emulator issues, but they're not 100% foolproof, even on the strongest computers. Oh, dude, Sketchy, your commentary in that Flightline and, was it Flightline and Ghost Zapper video, dude? That was awesome. If you do other videos like that in the future, man, I cannot wait to see where your channel goes, bro. I was really into that video. I was, like, glued, watching every bit. I loved your analysis. I loved your breakdown, the commentary, putting in the gameplay, you know, to simulate the race, dude. That video was awesome, man. I absolutely loved it. I'm so glad you're doing that content, bro. Don't listen to anybody that's, you know, if you encounter course trolls, which we talked about literally in the last week, you know, in the Discord, like, just keep doing you, bro. Your content is definitely going to take your channel to big places, bro. Like, that could be life-changing, man. Especially once if you decide to monetize it, dude. Those YouTube checks roll in. Telling you, brother, you could really make a good living for yourself at a really good age too. So awesome stuff, man. Sweet Storm, she stays undefeated. She wins that race, which is the Super Mile Cup. It's another miler win for her. Yeah, Sketchy is good. Yeah, Sketchy is unmatched in the community on commentary. I would 100% stand for that, and I think a lot of people would also agree with the same. Yeah, Sketchy, your commentary is awesome, bro. Really, really enjoyed that video, man. So I'm hoping more are on their way. You got a fan here, bro. You got a fan. Black Wonder. I don't remember who these horses are from. I didn't save the pedigrees. I was supposed to write them down, and I just didn't. Oh, you know what? Deep Wonder and Black Ruby. I'm going to actually put that in my notes right now. Deep Wonder and Black Ruby. That's who this horse is from. Did I say fum? Did I say fum? This is who this horse is from. Deep Wonder and Black Ruby. Like, what am I saying? My gosh. Alright, Deep Wonder and Black Ruby. I only remember because the name is so simple. 8 to 12 furlongs. Sustained growth type? Sustained. This could actually be a pretty nice horse, really. Sustained growth type. Speed is essentially... Speed and stamina are basically both mid-80s already. As a 2-year-old. 5-star guts. 5-star incline. So good power rating going up some of those tougher tracks. Mild temper. I mean, tempered's like not crazy, I should say. And then conditioning 4. Yeah, Black Wonder should actually be a pretty good horse for us. I want to run him 9 furlongs. I definitely want to test him out a bit, see how he does at the distance. Sedate Chief. She is already at her peak. She's only 2 for 7, but she is GR rank 4. I don't know how we've gotten her to that. I wonder if we won a really good race. It's been months, so I can't remember. She runs 7 to 12, but I don't think she has any endurance. Oh, actually 70. It's like no good races during this time of the year. It's so strange. Unless like the grade 1s are available. And she's going to have a handicap if it's a grade 3. El Fiddlesticks. Top 3 go to Princess Cup. There we go. Alright. I think we're all set up. Money-wise, I think I'm just saving till I can, like, buy a really expensive horse in here. Like, Empty Treaty. That'd be freaking sweet. Great horse here. Look at that growth type, people. Look at the chart. Getting him in this game would be fantastic, but he costs twice the amount that we have. So unless I can, like, go on a G1 winning spree in the next month, and he'll probably be gone by then, I would think. Probably going to lose him. Until he comes back around, but it is what it is. Ice Crash, he's up in the Grade 2 Boston Stakes, 10 furlongs in these yielding conditions with Ink Jet as the favorite, and Common Death is also here. It's supposed to be a pretty competitive race. So, goal is just to try to win. Oh, no worries, dude. No worry, man. So, glad you're making content, bro. Your stuff is top-notch quality, I must say. Alright. We just gotta settle this dude in. But yeah, thank goodness Gallop Racer is not like in the competitive scene. I would be so annoyed with the... I just know the type of people the community would attract, and it would annoy me so much. It would be so much competition just over like dumb stuff, and it's like, it's just a game with horses, and like we should just enjoy what we have. You know, and I'm not opposed to, like, taking the game seriously, of course, but it's just, like... I can't imagine it'd be good for the community. It would just be so much... yeah, just focus on aspects that don't really revolve around just playing the game for, like, horses. It's just kind of about making, like, unrealistic horses, you know? Just not really being in motion with what's happening, you know? Come on, Ice Crash, dig in, brother. No, gosh, tough race, bro. Look at all these horses. It was like 8 horses in a line, bro. I'm gonna read your comments in 1 second, bro. I just said bro twice. Why am I doing that? Look how many horses. That's like 7 across the line, dude. Gosh, tough race. I don't think we were winning that regardless. That was a very huge passion project of mine, so finally get started was a big relief. I had the idea for so long. So far, I do have many pre-recorded races. Awesome. Splits through a couple of matchups. I can edit everything anytime, but setting up the oh god, that was pretty hard. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine, man. I've been there, trust me. But, dude, any project you have a passion for, just continue to do that, man. And that's ultimately what you're supposed to do on YouTube anyways, you know, upload, play, record, whatever you have a passion for. And don't listen to the haters, don't listen to naysayers, just do what makes you happy. That's really what it's about, so glad you're following through with that, man. And yeah, I can imagine it's time consuming for sure. Most good stuff is time consuming, right? Especially learned all the Japanese stuff in the Champ G1 thingy and used it for his smartest. Dude, I noticed that too. I'm like, wait, does he actually know Japanese or did he learn it? Either way, I'm just like, that's, again, I really can't say enough good things, man. I was really, really impressed. But I noticed that too, and I'm like, okay, he could just know Japanese, or maybe he actually took the time to learn all of it. Like, I tried that one night with like my phone and like Google Translate, it wasn't really working out, so I just kind of quit. You know what I mean? I just threw in the towel and said, okay, forget it. If I'm gonna take this seriously, I'll do it another day. Yeah, dude. Hats off to you, Sketch. That's awesome. Paris Cup. Yeah, we gotta get this guy some more grade 1s. Did anybody else? Did he win a grade 1? No. It was just Sweet Storm. So my Gallop Racer 3 notes are just a mess, man. They don't even make sense. They don't even make sense. Breed Fast Navy and Sweet Storm. That's going to start a new line for us. Well, yeah, it actually is. Black Wonder, though. Our 2-year-old colt, he's ready. He's making his debut in a field of 7 in this 9-furlong open contest. He's going to pay 1 penny to win. Or 10 cents. Either or. Like, holy crap. When have we been... I can't remember the time that we've had odds of that low in this game. 0.1. That's like 10 cents maximum, if that. And I'm just giving a buffer zone. That's, wow. Your coin. Awesome. I feel like I don't see that one a lot. Dude gets out like a rocket. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Black Wonder might be a really, really, really good horse. Could be like a Stardust King type of dude. I mean, my goodness, is he grade 1 ready? And I gotta be honest, I'm also glad that we actually did redo breeding a couple times to make sure we got this horse. If we would have settled for the others, no pleasure or pressure winning with these odds. It's your race to lose. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. This horse should be fine, honestly. This is, why is it on the back stretch that my emulator starts to spaz out? That's so weird. It's like the least active part of, like, this game. The front stretch, it's the crowd noise. It's, you know, all the AI, you know, whipping and getting their horses faster. Like, how is that part of the game, like, smoother? I do not understand these things. Watch, it'll smooth out as soon as I get to the stretch. It doesn't even make sense. Alright, let's go ahead and run him down. Guys, this horse takes really big strides, bro. Really big strides, but he pushes through. Interesting. Black Wonder. Gosh, I can feel so much power in this horse already. Yeah, you're the winner. Ba 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 quack quack. Whatever. Yeah, I feel a lot of power in that dude, for surely. Do 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 do. Yeah, it looks really good. So happy about that. Arctic Crop, he's up in a grade 3. He's gonna pay $1.40 to win. Yada blah blase. We're just kind of, we're like at the fortune cookie stage of like our races so far. You know, we haven't even gotten to like the main meal that we ordered. You know, we're just unraveling the fortune cookie, and we may or may get something useful or not. That's where I feel like we currently are in this stream right now with this game. None of the tough races yet. Yeah, it's much better than 10 cents. That's for sure. Much better. Be a dark day if horse racing got to that point where like favorites were paying that low on average, like 10 cents. Like the business would lose money, wouldn't it? It wouldn't even be profitable at that point. Or it wouldn't be worth whatever those incremental, small, minute amounts of money would be. I would imagine. Fast pace 58 and 7 at the half. And I wonder. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold. That horse is gonna tire out. They got started way too soon. Now we're gonna go. Come on, Arctic. Sure race to win, brother. Let's go. Nice drive. Nice drive. Nice drive. Nice drive, Arctic Crop. Let's go, my boy. A little bit of competition at the end, but we're still going to hold on. Technically, odds don't affect the money the track earns. It's only total money, so it's better to have a wide open field because it's more likely more money will be bet. Yeah, that's for sure. I understand that. Yeah, I do wonder. I mean, I can't imagine horses will ever get to that point where they'll be paying like under $1 on the average. I mean, it could happen, but probably not in our lifetime. I mean, it would have to be like super, 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 super horses for that to be like the margin of like where the horse is expected to, you know, where the money is supposed to be. Like, Bless My Path is 5 for 7, 10 to 14 furlongs. Paris Oaks, let's do it. Need that great one. Alright, now we're going to start picking up some speed here. Be fine because super horses don't get to run enough. Yeah, I was literally going to say as well, like, they don't let horses run long enough to even get to that point anymore either. You know, like if a horse is dominating as a 3-year-old, same thing as a 4-year-old, maybe by his 5 or, you know, his or her 5-year-old season, if they've kept such an unrelentless streak going, that would be the case. But like you said, owners aren't letting their good horses race that long, unfortunately. It's the only downside of where I think things are at. Silly Hawk, have we used this guy? We're not too far off from him, but I mean, I have to make the money this month. I like the stamina. I like the distance. Again, I'm just trying to save 200K because some of these horses are still so expensive. It's ridiculous. 200,000 for Round Cosmos. And granted, I know she's a beast. She's a great, I mean, she's sustained. She doesn't have a major drop-off. But 222,000? I mean, my goodness. What do they think? We're just winning like 50K races every week? The game doesn't even offer that many races to have that type of prize pool per week. Hellbilly's up again. Grade 2, second favorite, blah, blah, blah. Aye, man. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, let's get to it. And we're off and racing with Hellbilly. It's an okay start. We still need to push to the front here. Okay. Settled, okay. I feel like this might be a fast pace, bro. Do we have a lot of proceeders in this race? Am I even running them that hard? Wow. Mid-pace, okay, 59.7. Seemed like we slowed down. I felt like that first quarter was a bit fast, but... I forgot who we have to beat here, but I suppose I should just focus on trying to win. Yep, still some things about this game I'll never get old, man. Oh, I forgot. Saint again? Come on, Hellbilly. Gosh, we cannot beat this horse, man. This guy just doesn't have the endurance in the end. It's always us three, and then Hellbilly's always third. Do I need to hold him longer? Do I need to hold him longer? I mean, granted, he's still not even at his peak yet, I don't think. Or has he peaked? I mean, I think he's 5 right now. But Indian Larkin, Stern Liquor. I said Lost Saint, but I meant that. Well, I don't even get a chance to check because we're up with Bless My Path and the Paris Oaks. 3-year-old fillies are running 12 furlongs in Petty. Eager Judge is here. Easter Pool is here. Dandy Saint, Country Crop. Country Crop not looking good here today, though. Dandy Saint not looking too good. Alien Link's actually the favorite. Eager Judge not looking good. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, granted, those horses, well, I guess. Black Ruby also here. Kind of a competitive field. Well, our girl looks ready to go. Let me check one thing before we get into this race. This is annoying me. Such a shame I need all that open, actually. Just 1 second, guys. I'm just checking. My emulator is supposed to be running as it's supposed to. Sometimes I can tell. Alright. Oh, let's see. Okay. The Paris Oaks. Interesting music transition. We're off and racing with Bless My Path in the 12 furlong Paris Oaks. Long race. Well, longer than usual, but we can run. We'll be able to hang. This horse is built for endurance. Now, you gotta give Tecmo credit. They really put time into this game and the soundtrack. I know I bumped the horse. It's my bad. Bless My Path. She's fine. She's a strong girl. Dude, this track is causing my emulator chaos. Just get through it. For some reason, I do not understand. Bumping horses, that's not good. Get out of the way. Gosh, get out of the way. We need space. Imagine bumping horses 3 times. We win this race. She's a really, really strong girl, isn't she? Okay, we're gonna go now. We're gonna go now. 2 furlongs left to go. An alien link is probably gonna shoot past us, I'd imagine. Furlong left. Somebody's closing in on us. A couple horses might be. That's alien link. And we're gonna fall to 5th. Almost out of the points. I feel like I'm still going a little bit too early, and I don't know why exactly. Because, like, I'm tiring out. And I'm not running my horses that hard. So, yeah, I think I need to hold a little bit longer. Granted, we were supposed to finish between, like, 3rd and 5th, so that's kind of expected. That's my path. What's her stamina at now, actually? Is she only 3 years old? She's only 3. Yeah, she's still developing too. So that's a pretty tough race. So that's actually not bad right now. She's only 3. You see her chart. She's not going to be at her best until she's basically 4.5, 5 years old. So she's still got time. She's GR rank 2, which is fantastic though. So keeping my horses up in a good spot there. Ice Crash is ready to roll again. 8 to 13 furlongs. GR whale. Wow. Did I just say whale like that? I was going to say wow and then start to speak, so it came out like whale. All these horses are ranked higher than I thought. That's a good sign. Running in the San Pablo Stakes, that grade 2 will have the top 3 horses go to the grade 1 Prince Cup. Sweet Storm, our girl. She is not even still at her peak yet, and she is undefeated, 14 for 14, GR rank 1. She is absolutely on top of her game. And this is our best pedigree. This horse is from our strongest pedigree in this game to date. So, yeah, good stuff, man. Really good stuff. 6 to 12 furlongs. Whatever is enticing for our grade 1. King Cup Autumn? Ugh. Ooh, no. World Mile Cup or the World Turf? Ugh. She's won a lot of races at 12 furlongs, and then she's also won a lot at a mile. I'm not going to lie. Oh, this is so tough. What do we do? The Turf Cup or the mile? She's won at both distances. I mean, I think she has the stats to handle both. You know? Why not down the middle? So the Turf Cup. 10 furlongs on the dirt? Does she run on the dirt? She has a bad speed rating on the dirt. I would do that. Gosh. Who is our dirt horse, actually? Yep. That's the only thing. I would definitely run her at 10. But, this race is going to be really tough. I think if we want to prove how good of a horse she is, we have to put her here. I think the tougher horses are going to be there. I'm going to go ahead and run her 12. And then maybe somebody else can run that mile if it's open. I think the mile will be easier to win, but I really want to know. I really want to verify that she's really a crazy strong horse. Because if we can beat every horse that's going to be at that World Turf Cup, that'll be a pretty big statement. Sedate Chief, the girl with the high socks there. She's the favorite in this grade 3 in Miami. There's the lovely Sedate Chief. Love this filly. Nice build. Should get this win pretty easily. I turn this thing off. Did it die? Oh, watch out! Wow, whoop, whoop. We're off and racing with Sedate Chief. Okay. Well, pretty much smooth sailing here. Shouldn't have to do too much now. Pretty steady here. Not much happening, you know. Just horses running in the rain. Oh, I wish this game was remade. I really do. This game remade with the same features with just like, I don't know, Rival Stars type of graphics, man. Or even 2006 graphics from Gallop Racer. That would be amazing. I think the key here, starting on the whip a little bit later. I've been going too early. Come on, Sedate Chief. Oh, Sedate Chief's in a real horse race, and we're not going to get there in time. I feel like every race is just ending the same way. I'm just running out of stamina. Am I really running them this hard? I don't feel like I am. Or am I starting them too soon? Maybe I'm starting them too soon in the stretch. Instead of waiting to get halfway up the incline, I'm starting from the bottom. And these horses aren't built like that. Sweet Storm, I think, could handle the way I'm trying to run these horses, but these other ones can't. So I need to be more patient. Courtly Navy, though, she's up. She's going to pay 40 cents to win in this grade 3. Let me be more patient. Let me be more patient and wait till we're halfway up the incline. Because every horse can't handle running that hard up an incline and then still have stamina. That gasses them out a lot more. I know this. I'm just not paying attention, really. You know, sometimes the usual when I'm making videos or streaming. I'm just not really paying attention to what I'm doing. It's a bad habit. It's got to change. Alright, let's actually, we're a 40-cent favorite here, so... yeah, this one should be a breeze. Just want to make sure, like, I'm not running out of stamina again. Like, I'm not running these horses too hard. It's a slow pace. I'm running them pretty much at the optimal level of energy that they need to be at. So I know it's just my spurt that I'm just kind of messing up in the stretch. See, I usually start down here, and, like, every horse doesn't have power to make that work. I need to wait till we get to the incline here and then go. Because then you get that really strong furlong and a half of just an absolute burst. I know this, I just haven't been paying attention to it. And Courtly Navy, she's going to go ahead and smoke the field just in time at the end to win by more than 3 or 4 lengths. I know that's how it's supposed to be done. I just don't always do it. That's really all there is to it. But granted, easier race, easier competition. Still should have won those other races. That's all I would have taken. Good grade 3 win there for Courtly Navy. She's a horse I haven't really worked with. I think in Gallop Racer. I've always liked her. I would see her name pop up quite often winning these type of races, and I just figured, okay, good horse. But I never acquired her, so now that I'm working with her, I like Courtly Navy so far. Really fast in the stretch. I would be really happy if we could get her in like 2003 or Gallop Racer 2004. Should have won that race versus HE. Ugh, what am I doing? Alright, let's go ahead and save. Gosh, I keep gaining money just to lose it because of the cost of all of our horses. Like, I'm not actually, like, really making a dent in our budget. Like, we're not increasing our revenue. We're just kind of staying in the same spot. That's a problem that I need to fix. Black Wonder, he's 2 for 2. Let's continue to work with him. And he runs 8 to 12 furlongs on ZTF. ZTF, we'll put him in an open next week, 7 furlongs. It's a little bit shorter than his preferred distance, but he's got the stats to make it work. Just keep moving on along, shall we? Paris Cup of Fast Navy. Who's going to be the favorite? Dry Love. But we're the second favorite here with Fast Navy, so it's our race to win. Alright. It's going to be tough, but I think if I play this one right, we should get the dub. What is this Return to Neverland type of music, dude? You guys know how, like, Peter Pan kind of starts? I think it's in the beginning of the movie. I forgot exactly which part of it, but it's definitely in the beginning of that movie. That's what that song reminds me of. Return to Neverland. Return to Gallop Racer Land. Imagine that as a place. It's just the world of Gallop Racer and nothing else. Like, I imagine that would be fun to some extent if you were really, like, ingrained in your horse racing and just wanting to win all those races. Like, these races, I know a lot of them are based off of real life races, of course, but I'm just saying if the Gallop Racer universe was, like, more of a thing. Like, imagine it was, like, actually an actual ongoing series, like how horse racing as we know it is today across the world in the different countries. Imagine if Gallop Racer was like that, just, of course, in its virtual Gallop Racer universe, right? I think from a PvE perspective, that'd be pretty cool. You know, when you compete against the best horses and then they accumulate wins over time. But down the stretch we go. I'm going to hold Fast Navy. Hold. Go, go, go now. 2 furlongs left to go. Let's see if Fast Navy has the closing speed to do it here in the Paris Cup. Oh, look at this spurt from Fast Navy. Great drive. Great drive. Great drive. And we might just get it done. Fast Navy's going to go ahead and get it done. That's all it takes. Just holding the horses a little bit more. Needed that win. Let's go. It is kind of annoying sometimes you have to translate each race and say, oh, this is just the BCC. I feel like I could benefit from something. It could benefit from something uniquely its own. Yep, for sure, man. That's one thing I've, like you said, over the years, I was going to try to, like, always refer to these as the real counterparts, but it's so many, and I'm not going to memorize them all. Now, the obvious races like the Kentucky Derby, the Triple Crown Series, I obviously bring those races up. And then a couple of the races in the UK, I know some of you guys bring up too. I think that makes sense. But like all the real life counterparts, it's like who's actually gonna know? Who's gonna memorize that while playing the game? That's my thing. Like I have a spreadsheet with all the real names, and I used to kind of look at it probably maybe a year ago. But yeah, I definitely know what you mean, man. That was a great win. We needed that. There's the money issue I was having. Fast Navy and Deep Delight, my first super horses in '99. Yeah, they're both awesome horses, man. They really are. Deep Delight we had a while ago, and he actually is the father of our girl, Sweet Storm. So, just goes to show you why she's undefeated. Hellbilly is pretty much on the decline. GR ranked 6, only 15 wins and 30 starts. Spurt mid-range. I guess he's really not that fast. Only 81 speed. He's just kind of in the middle. I think I've overestimated his potential. We run him back on dirt. Run him in the Osaka Mile here. Fast Navy being fast, who would have thought? Oh, I know, right? Of all the things to imagine, a horse named Fast Navy being fast. Can't make that up, right? Wait, who? Arctic Crop. You know what? Let's get you on a grade 1, bro. Let's run into King Cup Autumn. See how you do there. Shamor Fletcher, what's going on, man? Shamori. I'm just gonna call you Fletcher if that's okay. Fast Navy is fast. You're always scared when facing it. When facing what? Oh, Champion Jockey Special, because it dispensed with the games. It just named every race after the real race, and also named every race. So come here. Yeah, that is a good thing about the Champion Jockey series. I would 100% agree with you there. The fact that the real races are already named in there, and the horses, yeah, that helps a lot. I mean, like, if you're going to do counterparts of, like, real-life things, and then Gallop Racer, of course, in the beginning of the game, we would turn it on, it's like, all, similar things and resemblances to real-life horses are just coincidences. It's just, like, I hate when games have to do that, because, like, everybody playing the game knows what it is. So it's like, it's all from a legal perspective, but it's stupid, because, again, everybody knows what the real things are, so it's like, for the most part. It's like, we all know what Secretariat looks like. You know, we see that horse in Gallop Racer. It's kind of goofy. You're talking about Fast Navy, yeah. But, you know how it goes, boys and gals. Alright, I'm going to hold Black Wonder. I'm going to hold. Now I'm going to go. Gonna keep driving, gonna keep driving. Now we're gonna get on the whip. Close in. Black Wonder. Look at this horse this dude's gonna be scary, man. And he's years off of his peak, so this dude's gonna be a monster. Let's go. Black Wonder looking good already. Ooh, Kayla. I think this would be an interesting project. This horse, Black Wonder. I'll get a better image. I'll make it in 2006. If you watch this back as a video before I message you, I guess. 3-length winner. Good stuff. Let's roll on along. Roll on along. Ice Crash up in the Grand 2 San Pablo Stakes. Top 3 here go to the Grade 1 Prince Cup. And we're not expected to finish in the top 3. It's going to be a tough contest here. So, let's see how we do. First Champion Jockey did rename everything and came up with some really weird names. Like Secretary became Pound for Pound. I never knew that. Really? What? Pound for Pound? Why is that making me laugh so much? Why would I give that name to Secretariat of all horses? Like, if you have to come up with, like, obviously a custom in-game name. Like, Formal Opera, I think, fits better, obviously, in the Gallop Racer series. Wouldn't you agree? But Pound for Pound? Oh, he was in Prospect. Okay. There was a horse named Pound for Pound. Yeah, Pound for Secretariat. That just having that together just was not sounding right. I gotcha. Yeah, that's funny. Ooh, running this dude way too high. My bad. Yeah, it's always weird to me when games have to do that. It's like, who are you fooling? Even the people you know of know what the real things are, but it's just like you're not going to come to a legal agreement on it. That's really all it's about. It's so stupid, man. It's like adults saying, oh, we don't want to share part of our thing with you, so you don't have to go through this whole process of saying, oh, this is just coincidence, and then using fake names. Like, I don't know, it's kind of a I get it from a business perspective, but it still seems like it's a bit of ego in there. Like, oh, this is ours. Like, just share. This horse doesn't have the speed to close like I thought, man. My goodness. No closing speed really for Ice Crash. Tough race, bro. That was a tough race. It pretty much went exactly how I thought it would go. I was hoping he would show a little bit more speed, but, didn't do so much. I think Pound for Pound was meant to be Nijinsky's the 1971 English Triple Crown winner. Wow. You're probably right, honestly. I wouldn't really know. Because I didn't even know that those type of names were flying around in that game. Yeah, Ice Crush fast as a glacier. Yeah, it's actually a good one. That's really a good one. Yeah, that dude has no speed all of a sudden. I thought he was kind of fast, and apparently not. That's all good. Hellbilly's up in the Osaka Mile Cup. He can run on the dirt. His dirt rating is only 4 points lower than his turf, so he is. I mean, we're the favorite, so maybe we can actually keep forgetting. I probably should have been running him on the dirt. I don't really. There's still a lot of Triple Crown winners I haven't really like studied or really watched like that. I'll be completely honest. I've definitely paid attention to ones in the last 2 decades, of course, last 3 decades, but before that, no. I have not ventured that far yet. I should, though, at some point. Kind of a fast pace here on the dirt, bro. I'm trying to get Hellbilly up to the front, and, like, it's just not working. Okay, now he's in the blue. That took forever, bro. We're running really hard. Fast pace? That's Osaka Mile. These horses are not playing any games here today, apparently. Like I said, we're going to push the pace. Mid-pace? I don't think so. I think if we finish this race in a really close heat, this could end up being a record. This pace feels faster than what it says. And granted, a fast pace doesn't need to be set there to show that we're running fast. Here we go. Come on, Hellbilly. Come on, brother. He's making good progress. Making good progress. We have one last hill to climb. Half a furlong left to go. There's horses on the outside. Oh, the 10 is going to poke through. 10 is just going to poke through. What a race. What a race, man. I could feel that was competitive. Gosh, that was one of the best Osaka Miles I think we've ran in a couple of years in this game. That was close all the way to the end, man. Should have won that. Should have won that. If you dig really far under the iceberg, you could get some weird stories. Oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Smart Script ends up beating us. Gosh, that race felt really tough for Hellbilly, though. He ran absolutely well, but I felt like we were running him really hard on the backstretch, and we couldn't help but do that. He needed to be near the front, and we still could. We struggled to do that because the pace just stayed. He was running at like almost 80-85% capacity for the majority of that race. I just felt like that was a little bit tough on him. And again, he doesn't have the speed. He's only 80 speed. His stamina's fine, but he's not going to run horses down. So, like, yeah. Did well, but I just think that was a tough ask for him. So, bless my path, ready to go again. 10 of 14 furlongs. Princess Cup, let's get it. All right. Gosh, that was a tough race, man. Tough race. If he had a better speed rating, then I think we close in and win it at the end for sure. One of the Dominican Republic Triple Crown winners literally keeled over. Oh, Joel. That's sad, man. Did not know that. I'm sure that's happened more than I realize. I just makes me so sad to just think about that happening with the horses. So I just don't really like to venture about with it, Scabbits, in this race. But yeah, that stinks. Kind of goes to show you. Sometimes those horses are literally running their hearts out, man. That's why I love horses so much. Watch out for Wild Vegas. Yeah, good call. Bet she's right next to us here in post position. Whatever that was on our right. Great start for Bless My Pass. See you later, Wild Vegas. See ya, sucker. But she's going to go for the lead, and that's fine. That's fine. My girl can run with your girl, bro. It's all good. I'm not worried. My girl can run with your girl, bro. It's all good. Yeah, we can run with her. Or like the same year secretary when the Triple Crown Turkey had their own secretary do the same thing. That's amazing. I can't even imagine how much still horse racing history there is out there that I know nothing about. 100%. I'm sure there's some things a lot of us don't know a lot about. My girl can run with your girl. Things you can only say about horses. Oh yeah, man. Especially today. Golly. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Alright, we're going to hold, we're going to hold, we're going to hold. Now we're going to go. Now hopefully just holding gave us a nice boost there. Bless My Pass, she's better than Wild Vegas. She's better than Wild Vegas. Goodbye. Push away. Bless my path. She's going to get it done. Yeah. Yes, sir. Finally. Finally, another great grade 1 victory there for Bless My Path. That's her third. The endurance has come along quite well in this pedigree. Quite well. I remember I got a lot of question marks when I bought the first horse, you know, in the pedigree. And I'm like, it's a long-term build here. We're going to build long-term solid horses that we know will have the stamina to have a good furlong and a half in the stretch. Bless My Path gets it done. 10 furlongs. She claims the Princess Cup. Good stuff for our girl. Even still, there are bigger races to win, so still need to stay focused on that. But a great win nonetheless, and it moves her up to GR rank 2. Appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Good win there for Bless My Path, 5 to 8. I'm just going to run you this grade 2, because why not? And then Sedate Cheap's ready to go. Are you still developing? No, you're at your peak. 7 to 12. I feel like I need to get more done with Sedate Chief, but it's like not really happening. Empress Cup, I'll run her here. Epic win there for Bless My Path. She's 6 for 9 in her career so far, so... And again, she doesn't peak for another 2 years. This is her in her 3-year-old season, so this is going to be a long-term winning horse, Bless My Path. And this is, again, a pedigree that I have built from scratch. It's nice to see that finally come to fruition with success. Courtly Navy's up in this grade 2. We're the favorite, blah, 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 blah. Let's just kind of get to it. Want to see what happens for our end of the year awards. Sweet Storm should get Horse of the Year like again for the 3rd or 4th time. It's an okay start. What the heck was that? Did you guys hear that? Sound like a monster in my head, bro. When we broke out of the gates. Is that how it is? Is that really how it sounds if you pay attention to the fine, intricate sound details? Sounded like they took some sound bite from, like, I don't know, Diablo or something. Shout out to anybody that knows about that game. And put it for the starting noise. It was kind of creepy. I'll read that comment in 1 second. It said about major project. Come on, Courtly. Close down. Close down. Great speed. Great speed. Great closing speed. Get it done. There we go. You said about what you said so much about, or said about so much of horse racing is that barely on Earth. It's definitely one of the major projects I got. Yeah, man. I commend you on that. I already know there's so much horse racing knowledge and just history out there that the average horse racing fan doesn't really know. Right? You pay attention to your circuits, your tracks, your horses you like, and you kind of, you know, keep an ear open to general things happening probably across the entire world, but, you know, you're focused with your region, so I can only imagine. I saw the original computer version of Diablo at a thrift store recently, coincidentally. No way, did you? What are the odds of that? I just mentioned that game. And you've actually seen it recently. Wow. Shayna, yo, 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 hello, hello. Caught a live stream and following you for years. Yo, that's awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you for the support. Honestly, always thank you for the support. Glad you've popped up in here. We're a chill group. We're a chill group. You will always be welcome. Prior Affair is the favorite in this King Cup Autumn Grade 1. We're racing on Arctic Crop. Crafty Saints also here. Vivid Love. Gosh, I feel like every one of our Grade 1 races have actually been tough. Like, it's been pretty competitive. There haven't been any slouches. You know, sometimes you get Grade 1s and there's really not a good horse in the field. But I feel like we're getting several good horses in each of these fields. I don't know what you call that old computer disc console for the 90s, but it was that. Old oh, gosh. I'm drawing blanks. Computer disc console. Yeah, I can't remember. At first, when I read that first sentence, I was going to say Dreamcast, but I'm like, no. Dreamcast wasn't computer. I missed my Dreamcast. Are there any horse racing games on the Dreamcast? Does anybody know? I thought there was, but I can't remember. Used to play it on your PS2? Nice. Yeah, PS2 is still the best. Microsoft Windows. Oh, the console? Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I didn't think about that. Yeah, dude, that's yeah, I think that's how a lot of people played it, right? For sure. Definitely on Windows at that time. Well, this race is not going according to plan. Just tiring out. But yeah. Tiring out. Not ideal. I don't really have any excuses for that one. I didn't like the way it felt, and should have won that, but gosh, we lost all those horses, so kind of goes to tell me Arctic Crop maybe is still not there yet. He's still developing quite a bit. My favorite Gallop Racer series. Honestly, I'm still going to say 2004, even though you probably know from the years. That game can still work my nerves sometimes. I would say the least stressful game that I enjoy the most is 2003, for sure. With the exception of the fact that it hasn't given us a Philly in over 20 years in that game. Outside of that, 2003 is probably my most enjoyable, but I still love 2004. And 2004 is like going fine. And like the game isn't like, I don't know, just causing me hassles for no reason that are outside of my control. I understand when things are happening that I'm doing, but when it's just the game being weird, and I'm just like, this only happens in this game. It's such a love-hate thing for me in 2004, but of course I will always love that game. And I'm enjoying it a lot right now, for sure. One of the Winning Post games made it to Dreamcast. That's right. Was it one of the older ones from the 90s? I'm so mad they're not converting those games to English from Japanese. It's like, you could be making so much money, and they just don't want to give us the game in English. It's so outrageous, man. It is so outrageous. Like, I watch, who streams it that I watch? I forgot his name. Not Black Horse. I'm assuming Japanese, but I watch him a lot, and gosh, the game looks so enjoyable for me from a manager perspective, and it's just like, we can't do anything about it. The fourth one, there's like 8 games in the franchise, yeah. No, 9 now. 9 just released last year. So yeah, it was right there in the middle, yeah. It makes me so mad that those games are not in English. Winning Post 2017 and Champion Jockey Special are compatible? Like, English compatible? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you can get special horses from Winning Post and trade them into Champion Jockey. Got it. Okay, that's what you make compatibility-wise. I was gonna be like, wait, somebody found a way to put that game in English? That's all it would take, man. Somebody to be willing to take the time to like try to convert those games to English. But of course, we all know the process that requires. I could always just learn the language, right? But like, from what I understand, Japanese is just not something you pick up in a week. So, how long would I have to study the language to know it well enough to play that game, you know? If they were English compatible, I would have never gone through all the trouble in your videos. Yeah, gosh. That's my only gripe. I really want to play the game. Like, I have one of them, actually. Because I was expecting there to be an English release eventually, and then they just never did. And then they eventually released a press statement saying they weren't going to release the game in English anytime soon after I bought it. So it's just sitting around, and I can play it, but it's like I don't understand what I'm doing. Because I don't understand the language. It's just, they're gatekeeping those games from us, from the rest of the world. It's so weird. I don't understand. They buy Tecmo, the company that made this series, and now they're gatekeeping a horse racing series for like only that region and country. And look at Sweet Storm blowing the field away. She's 15 for 15 undefeated, and she's going to win the World Turf Cup with these. This is what I'm saying. She's strongest pedigree, strongest line of horses we have in this game. Sweet Storm is from Sweet something out of Deep Delight or Sweet Delight out of something. Deep Delight's in her pedigree. Massive win. Woo! Yeah, Horse of the Year again for Sweet Storm, man. These horses are amazing. Kayla, if you're seeing this, Sweet Storm. I think the girl deserves, she deserves the recognition. 2.5 length winner over Prime Colony. Big, big win there for Sweet Storm. Another win at 12 furlongs. She might be working on her mile champ title. Or mile champ title? She's working on both, yes, but I meant the long champ. Working on her long champ title. In fact, with that win, she may get it. 25K. Long champ title yet? No? No? Is that title even in this game now that I think about it? 15 for 15 is this 4-year-old filly. And she still hasn't peaked yet. GR rank 1, undefeated. Only title she has is the Queen of Europe. Like, I'm confused. How many is long champ title not in this game? Hall of Fame. So best sprinter, best miler. I'm just trying to see if anybody has gotten long champ title. Maybe it's not in this game. Storm Lark. Oh yeah, she comes from this family too. Sweet Delight. This must be her mother. So just to show you how far this pedigree has come. Storm Lark, 15 grade 1s, 23 wins and 27 starts. Yeah, really good career for him with 3 titles. Champ of Sprint, Best Sprinter, and Best Miler. Those are some champs. Ah, man. Yeah, we really have gotten some good horses in this game. I forget about the progress we've made until I play it, to be honest. Like, you go back just from the beginning, our first Hall of Famer was Frugal Lark. Fitting, my favorite filly in the game. So she had 6 grade 1s, you know, okay, all-rounder title. 17 wins with 7 grade 1s and 24 starts here for Thunder Jam. He was our first major sprinter, of course. Then Stardust King came along. I think he's... What family is he responsible for? The Black Wonder family? I don't know if he's connected to Sweet Storm. Maybe he is. Ah, gosh, I need to keep up. This got 11 grade 1 wins and 20 starts, so not bad. Warframe. This horse was just consistent. As you can see, no grade 1s, but we got the Entertainer title. He finished in the top 3 every time we ran him in a grade 1. Only 6 wins and 22 starts. Extremely consistent. And again, Storm Lark, we just looked at this guy. He did awesome with his 3 titles. Was an absolute monster of a sprinter. Sweet Delight. She had the all-rounder title with 8 grade 1 wins out of 21 starts. 16 wins total. She is the mother of Sweet Storm, who we just won that 12 furlong race with. So that just goes to show you where that pedigree has come. And the Wings of War, our mare that we retired recently, 9 grade 1 wins and 26 starts with 16 wins overall. She got the all-rounder title and Heroine of USA. And this horse, Wings of War, she came from the pedigree of Warframe here. And that's a distance pedigree, so yeah, we've come quite far in this game, fortunately. It's been fun. 9 for 15 for Fast Navy. Mile Champ Cup? It's too short. Who deserves that race? Black Wonder? You're not even old enough for it, are you? No. But let's see what you're going to do. 8 to 12. Let's run him in a grade 2. Let's step up his competition. We'll run him a furlong shorter, but he needs the test. Mile Cup. Ice Crash? You don't... 72 speed. Yeah, you're not even that fast, bro. Did you peak already? Okay, he's going to peak next year, so he's still developing. So maybe there's still a little bit of hope with him long term. I don't want to put Fast Navy in that Mile Cup. I mean, we should... Continental Cup. That's better. I don't want to run him 8 furlongs. I just feel like he's better running longer. Ice Crash, you run that mile race? Okay, we're going to put you here. Maybe try to make a miracle happen. All right. So quite stacked up with races here. Let's check to see who's in the barn. Who do we even have left? Just all these brood mares. Black Ruby, Cam's Crown, who she doesn't seem to like anybody. So we still have good horses to breed with. We still have Black Ruby? So that horse isn't from Black Ruby then. I lied. Black Wonder, our 2-year-old, he's not from her. Okay, Special Pool is still here. So we have some decent brood mares to still work with. Sire-wise, we'll be retiring Hellbilly pretty soon. In fact, I could probably retire him any day now. To be honest, maybe I will. I just don't know what to do with breeding yet, which we'll get to that later. Another live stream. Black Wonder, this is the horse I'm talking about that I thought was from Black Ruby, but I remember now. He is not. Anyways, $2 favorite in this grade 2. He's got a real racing empire, man. Totally. And legitimately. We do. Still have ways to go, for sure. I don't know if we've beaten this game yet. Have we beaten J-Ho? I can't remember if we've beaten J-Ho yet. Like, I feel like I have, but then with who? Who would have beaten J-Ho? Does anybody remember? I genuinely can't. I mean, we've won the Dream Series races. Like, the Dream Series in this game is not like a... It's not like a championship like it is in the other games. It's just a race that you do. We've won it, but... This dude, Black Wonder, is insane. Oh my gosh. This is a grade 2 field. He's running a furlong shorter than his preferred distance, and he blows past them. We got another dangerous horse on our hands. And again, late growth type people. He's not going to peak till he's 5. He's 2 years old right now. He's winning races like that already. Another potentially long-term undefeated horse in this game. I think that's his 3rd or 4th win in a row. Probably his 4th. Man, that horse is good. Fast pace as well. Clears by 3.5 lengths. Getting better horses in this game is always a good feeling. Today, Chief, she's up in the Empress Cup. Switching gears, it's a grade 1. Trifane is here. Dear Puffy. All these grade 1s are tough. They're tough fields. There's never a gimme. Not with the current horses I have. All tough. Probably one of the reasons I still enjoy this game. I feel like they really did a good job of keeping the strong horses in this game strong and competitive, no matter what. That's why I respect the horses I respect in this series, because of this game, really. Frugal Arc, I love her so much and respect her so much because of how good she was when I was playing this game as a kid. And she was always a horse I would race against, and I would see her get Horse of the Year, and I'm just like, man, awesome horse. I just never really tried to acquire her for some strange reason. I think I liked racing against her more. You know, I wanted to use other horses. I just liked having her as competition because she was one of the best fillies, and then mares when she got to that point. So, slow pace. Got about a minute here. You could take my life. I'm just hearing some of the background sounds in this music for the first time because I'm actually playing with headphones. I don't really stream with headphones. I don't know why, but I'm actually doing that tonight because I want to hear the music for a change. And yeah, I didn't realize some of the background details of some of these songs. It's kind of funny. Not in a bad way. Like, I enjoy the music, obviously. Okay, Sedate Chief. Let's see what you got, my girl. Good run, good run. Set up. Ah, she just doesn't have the closing speed, does she? Every time I think I can get her going from that far back, it's just... She's just not fun. I mean, she's just not fast. She's the fun horse. I like her. She's just not fast. Like... We could probably be winning grade 2s, but grade 1s are kind of hard. I don't know how much closer I need to keep her. Maybe I need to keep her closer to the front. I'll try that next time. I'll run her like as if she's a front runner, but I'll still keep her a neck behind the leader. Like, that's how close I'll run her. And see if we can win like that. If not, I don't know. Maybe 2 wins and 9 starts. She's at her peak right now. Is this really the best that she is in this game? I'm sure I've dropped races with her. That's not besides the point. Love the channel. Keep up the great content. Yo, Duke's Guitars. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Glad you've been enjoying the content. Thank you, thank you. All of you guys. Support means more than you realize. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hellbilly, I mean, I can still run them. Glad you all have been enjoying the content. That is what I am here for, and that's what I aim to do. There's like nothing left. Sprinters Cup, I just feel like I could put somebody else in that race. Why would I do that, you know? What else is there still to gain with Hellbilly? I'm just racing him to race him at this point. Like, I don't think I'm seriously title chasing. I'm probably... Does he even have a title yet? He's got 15 wins, but how many grade 1s? He does have Entertainer, so he'll go into the Hall of Fame. I think I'm going to retire Hellbilly. Like, 15 wins and 31 starts, yeah. I feel like I definitely underachieved with him, but I don't think I'm going to make that up now that he's slightly past his peak, so that's fine. New Hall of Famer, Hellbilly. Let's go and check him out in the Hall of Fame. Because I think we've run him past his due date. To think I actually have a Hall of Fame. As a kid, I never even got remotely close to this point in this game. Hellbilly, 4 grade 1s with 15 wins and 31 starts. And he got the Entertainer title. Yeah, certainly underachieved, but he's in the Hall of Fame, so that should help him for breeding. And now the question is to decide what to do with him for breeding next year. As far as those broodmares, I have no idea. You guys will probably help me on that, as you always have. Shuggy Oogie is in the shop. Pale Winter. 107 turf rating. Speed Demon. Fast growth type. You see, it would be nice to have a Speed Demon with a sustained growth type. You know, a horse that could just already be fast as a 2-year-old and then just get faster and faster and faster. That's like how we can get like all the crazy, crazy title achievements. Eager Saint. 87 speed, 7 to 11 furlongs, good incline rating. Sustained, well, relatively sustained or average. 1730. I mean, you're not bad for a filly. I think you're a little bit overpriced. Bright Earth, what about you? I feel like these horses are overpriced. We kind of have horses with these capabilities. And Black Wonder and Sweet Storm, so I'm not really feeling it. I'm going to wait till something better comes along. I don't want any of those right now. Need a horse with really, really good endurance, like 90 endurance or 90 speed, which I know there's one in there for the Colts, but again, I don't want to just spend my money that quickly. Ice Crash is up in the Malchamp Cup. They're not giving him a chance because he's kind of slow. He's kind of slow, but he's trying his heart out. He comes from an okay pedigree. They've been decent horses. They can run in grade 1s. They've won a couple here and there, but that's pretty much about all that his family is. And of course, in real life horse racing terms, any horse that's winning a couple grade 1s is like, you know, a big deal. But like in the video game, it's like it's the lower end of like the achievement list, right? A couple grade 1s is the minimum you should have with a good horse in this game once you get to that point. In real life, though, a couple grade 1s is life-changing. One grade 1 can be life-changing. I mean, just look at Rich Strike. I still wish that horse to do well, you know. I'm curious if they'll continue to run him for a couple more years. What do you guys think? Do you think Rich will be a horse that they run till he's 6? Maybe like a Hot Rod Charlie? I love that horse is still running. I wasn't a huge fan of him initially, but he has earned my respect and my admiration. And that's what I wish the owners would do with some of, you know, some of the 3-year-old, you know, winners that we get. But it's like, I know it's a money thing, it's a business decision why they don't. It would just be nice. Rich Strike doesn't have much stud value. So yeah, got not much else to lose. Yeah. Which is kind of weird. Like, why do you think that is? I understand he's not winning, like, you know, other horses are, but he still has Secretariat in his pedigree. A couple generations down. And I think the horse is strong. He's got heart in there. I'm kind of surprised. I mean, we all understood what the Derby was, and that's actually a decent result for Ice Crash. 2 3/4 of a length behind Prior Affair, but second place. We weren't supposed to finish there. But so many horses do. It's like if everyone's super, no one is. Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess I'm just surprised that his fee, or that, not his fee, but his value as a stud isn't relatively high. Higher than I think than expected is what I'm trying to say. I'm sure there's plenty of interest and he'll be fine, but I would like to see him race a little bit longer. The Second Nature, yeah. Think he needs a better jockey? I thought him and Sonny were kind of in rhythm, but yeah, now I don't really know. Like, it'd be hard not to imagine with Irad Ortiz aboard that he wouldn't be winning, right? You know what I mean? Like, if he had that caliber of a jockey on board, does anybody seriously think that horse would struggle to win races? I don't know. I think Sonny and him work well together, but is that the best way to maximize Rich's potential? I think not. Probably not. He's hired by Keen Ice, who himself is just like Rich Strike, a long shot. Yeah. Any other jockey would have gotten him the win in the Lucas Classic. Yep. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if they're going to keep that connection with him until he retires. I certainly hope not. But maybe that's just who they like, you know? That's my path. There's nothing left for her to do. Oh, Winter GP, I lied. Yeah, let's run her in that. Every other race he wasn't going to win. Yeah. I'd agree, man. It's like the white horse that in Japan, she's amazing. I feel like I know who you're talking about, but I just can't recall the name. Courtly Navy is 101 on the turf. 4 for 4 in her 3-year-old campaign, and she's still developing. So, good pickup, Courtly Navy. I'm glad I got her. See, this is the type of horse I want to see. High speed figure or high stamina figure. We can always build from that. And I'm going to run her in the Sprinters Cup. She's perfect for that. Alright, let's get through the year. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the stream. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out, man. Yeah, what horse are you talking about, Gina? Oh, yes. Yep. Yeah, it's a really interesting aspect of horse racing when you think about it. Like, you still think about an animal that can win a big race, even if it's under kind of weird circumstances or whatever. Or kind of perfect scenario, you know, circumstances. Like, for example, Rich Strike in the Derby. I still think even in some of his races, though he hasn't won, you know, he showed enough resolve in most of the races. I would like to see him win a couple more before they retire him. I think he's capable of that. I don't think he's so bad of a horse that he can't win those races. But like you said, he probably just needs a different jockey at this point that can get the most out of him. Him and Sonny worked for the Derby. That was a perfect scenario. But it just, yeah, it doesn't seem like Sonny's really extracting the best out of him. So that's something I said I really need to do this year. I really need to pay attention to horse racing in the other circuits. I just don't know how. Like when you, for those of you guys that do it, how do you pay attention to horse racing across the world and not just in your region? Obviously, because of like work schedule and whatnot, I'm up during the day. I stay up later during the weekend. So that's usually when I catch up with like watching races from like, I don't know, Australia, of course, Japan. Who else usually races at this time? The UK, like this will be the time where now it's like daytime or early afternoon in those places. YouTube TV, put Mike Smith on him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Rich definitely needs a better jockey. I never really thought about it. I'm just like, what is this horse missing? I don't feel like this horse is incapable of winning. I just feel like there's something missing, and I never thought about the jockey thing. YouTube TV. Sketch, yo, message me in Discord any channels that you watch to keep up with. Any channels, just message them to me, man. Really appreciate that. And Fast Navy doing Fast Navy things. Hello, goodbye, Wild Vegas. Hello, goodbye, hello. Goodbye, smoked ya, leave ya. See ya, wouldn't want. what I want to be. Good stuff. But yeah, send me any channels that you keep up with, if you have any. I don't think Zenyatta would have won so many if he wasn't on board her. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. We were just talking about her maybe last week. Zenyatta, miss her so much, man. She was such a fun horse to watch. Such a fun horse to watch. Beautiful gal. Yeah, jockey makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. That's the thing. Like, rider and horse have to be on the same page. I don't care how good a horse is. You're not going to win on a horse if you don't have the right jockey aboard. And, you know, vice versa. Maybe a certain jockey just doesn't work with a certain type of horse, you know? No, we're not doing this anymore. I'll be ready to anger people, but make a good video as well. Hey, man. You just got to put the facts out there. People may not agree with the facts, but the facts are the facts, right? And listen to the horse? Yeah, exactly. It's really important. Like, it's not just a matter of just being on a talented creature and then just, you know, riding off into the sunset from there. It's more than that. It's definitely more than that. In all honesty, man, the more research I notice that you provide for certain type of videos, even if some people get annoyed or bothered, whatever, it usually goes over well because people can tell you put a lot of time into it. As opposed to, you know, somebody that put no time into a video and then they're just spewing off just kind of crazy stuff. That usually kind of goes over bad. Well, we're going to finish these last set of races here. See what happens at the end of the year. Rich Strike will get his own episode. It'll be Rich Strike versus Mind That Bird versus... Ooh, Guacamole. I like. Oh, I cannot wait for that one, man. You don't understand, man. I've been wanting someone to do a channel like yours on YouTube for the longest, and I feel like nobody's done it. I didn't even check Courtney Navy's odds in this race. I didn't mean to skip that quick, but... like, the way you do your videos, that's the exact type of content I've wanted on YouTube for years in regards to horse racing. It just always ends up being just like people... I don't know, just not doing what you do in your videos. Instead of it being an actual comparison of the horses, how they ran, how you think they could run, it's just like a documentary. And I'm like, this is not what I came here for, you know? I'm like, I want to actually know, in a hypothetical sense, who would win between these horses. There's so many great horses in history, and it's like, I would love to know, would Zenyatta have beat some of the girls running today, you know, or vice versa. Then these channels will have you thinking that's what it is, and you get there and they're just talking about the horse and not doing the comparison. Yeah, horse racing YouTube, it's a very niche community for sure. Captain Bull, very dangerous. Is he in this field? Dude, Courtney Navy's so fast in the stretch. Oh my goodness. This filly can fly, bro. I've never worked with her. Why not? Courtney Navy is so fast. She absolutely smokes them, man. Easy Sprinters Cup win there. Smokes them. Podcast, handicapping, clip shows. Yeah. Yeah, that's all it is. That's literally all the horse racing community for YouTube really is. Handicapping videos. And I'm not saying I don't watch some of these videos. I do, but it's just like it's the only content available in the niche. That's the problem. Podcast, of course. I listen to those, you know. Clip shows. But yeah, that's all it is. You know? It's like try to diversify some of the content. That's why I try to, you know, reach as many people as I can here in the gaming, because this is still extremely, extremely niche. Compared to other gaming, this is probably one of the most smallest niches of gaming out there in the world today. You know, and that's why I try to build the community here that can go, you know, far and wide. As far and wide as it can within the niche, you know, and not keep ourselves too restricted, right? That's kind of all there is, which is why I take pride in my work, because even if people sometimes give me flack for my hot takes, I know I did it my way. Dude, that's the thing I'm telling you. Do things how you want to do it, you know? I've had to learn that being on YouTube for a long time now. Like, there are always going to be people that try to kind of hijack your content. You can't allow that to happen. I've dealt with it on so many channels over the year. And it's not like it's been a crap ton of people, you know, on each channel. It's always just been just a time where somebody's trying to tell you how to do your content. And it's like you really just have to ignore them. You know what I mean? Like, those are the people you have to ignore because, like, that's never going to work. You know, listening to somebody else about how you should do your content, that's never going to work. That's why I always tell people, whatever you do, just do what you enjoy. That's all I'm doing right here. I'm just playing the games I enjoy, and I'm playing them the way that I like, you know? You did a whole video reading your comment section. Oh, I can imagine how that went. Okay, there's no more races really to do. You know, I'm going to put Ice Crash in an open. I at least want to get this dude a win. Hopefully he's slow enough to win in an open, right? Yeah, there's like no more races to do. Are we alive or what? Herminio, what's going on, brother? We are live, man. We are live. No one can say they've done exactly how I've done it, and people acknowledge it. Which, that's the main thing, man. That's what keeps me going. You know, the positive, the overwhelming positive support you guys give me on my videos. That always will mean more to me than anything else. Any negativity, any criticism. Your overwhelming support's always going to overshadow that. And it just reminds me I'm just going to keep doing my thing. And like, again, that's advice for anybody wanting to do YouTube. Just do what makes you happy. You're always going to have people telling you should change it or it stinks. Like, who cares? There are always a minority of people like that. We can't escape them. That's why it's like, just do what you enjoy. That's going to speak to the masses. The criticism and all the nitpicking, that's a very small minority of people. You know, every community has it. You haven't gotten too much flack? Yeah, it gets worse as you get bigger, trust me. Like, if your channels really start to pop off and sketch, you've already experienced this because you have more subscribers than obviously we do here, I think, or you're getting there. You're getting up to the point. But you've experienced that. Definitely the more attention you get with your videos, you're always going to get also potentially more negative attention. It just comes from just being bigger and being more in the public's eye, so to speak, of whatever category you're in. More eyes, more people. Sometimes there are people that intentionally... I mean, think about the people that leave dislikes on videos. It's like, you know what I mean? There's people that literally spend their days just disliking videos. No, we can't escape it. Yeah, Sketch, I appreciate that, man. That was really my goal when I started this channel. My goal is just to be somebody that tries to bridge the gap of horse racing gaming because I realized nobody was really doing it across multiple games, right? There were other YouTubers that were already playing Gallop Racer well before I hopped on. That's whatever. Like, that's not the thing. But I'm like, before I started the channel, I'm like, there's nobody actively just playing horse racing games across the board and uploading it to YouTube. I'm just like, WTF, you know what I mean? And I'm running this dude way too high up. I feel like I've been doing that all day. So yeah, I definitely wanted to make sure that my channel appealed to a mass audience. And I think sometimes people will forget that. You know? They'll get so like obsessed with my Gallop Racer content and then forget that I've been playing other games on this channel for years, you know? Like Gallop Racer's been the main game, but it hasn't been the only game I've been playing, right? I've played a lot of different horse racing games on this channel. Just wanted to kind of bridge that type of gap in the community. To think Ice Crash is a lot better when you just hold him for like the whole race and then you send him on an absolute like mission to the front. That's like the fastest he's looked, but granted that's an open competition. He couldn't do that in any graded stakes, so. Man, Hyphy, dude, what happened to that guy? I grew up on him too, and then he just like, he just stopped doing horse racing content, it seems. You know? And I love Pokemon. I'm literally playing that as we speak. Like, I'm doing it on TikTok, of all places. TikTok is such a weird place. I'm just going to say that to you guys now. If you haven't followed my TikTok and you want to see me play Rival Stars, which is mainly where I'm playing that game now, along with Champion Horse Racing, which I'll still play on here too, but I'll dabble in between. But Rival Stars and Pocket Stables, both of those games are mainly going to be on my TikTok. I'm doing them in like shorter type of videos. You can just search my name, you'll find me. We have 1,500 followers over there, so... yeah, I was going to say, he posts like videos every blue moon of like him either doing Gallop Racer or Champion Jockey. But man, I remember he used to be on the grind for those games. Yo, what is up, guys? Yo, like every day it seemed. And I'm like, yo, I like this hyphy guy. And then, yeah, he just kind of stopped doing the horse racing thing as much. Which at the end of the day, if he's doing what makes him happy, that's all that matters. But I enjoyed his Gallop Racer and Champion Jockey content a lot. Or G1 Jockey, whatever. I just kind of put all those games in the same boat because in my mind they're not Gallop Racer. So I'm just like, yeah, Champion Jockey, G1 Jockey, same thing. Even if they're not the same thing, I just figure like if they're not Gallop Racer, then whatever. But yeah, man. I used to watch him a lot, like a lot. I was watching him probably more at a time where I wasn't really uploading as much on this channel. It was those days where I would upload a video like once every couple of weeks. I can't believe I used to do that. Like, I'm more busy now than I was back then, to be honest. I don't know. I just didn't feel like I was in a good consistency habit of just doing what I'm doing now with the channel. I don't know why. I definitely had more free time to do it back then. Yeah, I haven't kept up with his Twitches at all. Just mainly his YouTube. Yeah, shorts in general on any platform are a good way to start building an audience, if you know what you do. Yeah, Sketchy, I love your videos, man. I cannot wait for your next one and then the ones after that. It's literally the type of content I've been wanting as far as horse racing comparisons for ages, and like nobody's been doing it. This is what I mean. YouTube and just the internet in general is still an untapped market for a lot of things for people to do. Whatever you want to do, you know, like just tap in. You'd be surprised. Certain niches, there's like nobody doing things in it in 2023, you know, or there are niches where people are just starting to do different things, right? If there's any specific video you want to hear me do, fire away. Do one with Skip Away. I don't know what you would do, but that's my favorite horse of all time, so any video you could do with him, as far as dirt, maybe some other dirt comparisons, I think that'd be pretty interesting. He's a really underrated horse. Like, I know he's not talked about in major media, but I thought he was a really good dirt horse. I got to watch him run when I was really young, the local track here for the Ohio Derby, and yeah, beautiful dude, beautiful horse. But one with Skip Away would be really cool, man. But that's up to you. You know, Black Wonder's up in this grade 3. Let's get it done. Favoritism is on our side. I mean, for what he's worth, Skip Away had some pretty good accomplishments, man. And again, I think he's an underrated horse, so seeing a video like that could pop people's attention. Because it's not like people are doing videos or content on Skip Away, you know? Oh, he actually has a special. Spectacular Model and Champion Jockey special. That's... Well, see? There you go right there. It's meant to be, dude. It's meant to be. That's awesome. Yeah, please do that. That's actually like something I would really, really like to see. Yeah, Skip Away I still think is pretty underrated. At least for his time, for sure, and how he ran. I still know a couple of the big races evaded him, but he was pretty strong, man. He got quite a number of awards for his years. Yeah, Skip Away's such an awesome horse. Such an awesome horse, honestly. Just glad I got to see that horse. Black Wonder, grade 3, easy sauce. Cigars and Champion Jockey, nice. Yeah, there's a lot of real horses in there. Cigar versus Skip Away rematch. That could be interesting. Sketch, if it's possible, also maybe consider comparing him to maybe a dirt horse of recent time, you know? That'll help with the recency bias for people that are like, oh, Skip Away, who's that? You know, from like maybe people that don't know about him. If you were to do a comparison also, like a three-way with Cigar, Skip Away, and possibly a dirt horse of recent time, I think that'd be good. That would, again, help pull in viewers who at least know about this recent dirt horse you're referring to. You know what I mean? Just some ideas there. Black Wonder wins again. Shocker, right? Feels like it's Saturday, because I don't really stream Friday nights, but I'm not complaining. Bless My Pass, she's up in the Winter GP. Favoritism. Anybody I'm worried about here? Vivid Love, Easy Traffic. Yeah, she's better than all of them. Not worried. Let's get it. That could work. So far, running themes to have a gray off. Yep. I like that. It's just Saturday over here. Just hit Saturday. Yep. Same for me. We're in the same time zone. I just thought about it. Weren't you out west for school? Are you back home? We're in the same time zone. You just thought about that idea? Yeah, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Skip away cigar and then a recent dirt horse. Boom! It's a fire video, bro. It's a fire video just waiting for you to cook up, man. Yeah, you're back. Okay, gotcha. I figured. Yep. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Do you miss the West at all as far as the weather? Or have you been enjoying being back, I would say, East Side? Yeah, I think that'd be a really good idea for sure, man. I mean, imagine Skip away with one of the, like, the best jockeys of today. That's what I mean. Like, that horse could have really done a lot more. I'm just realizing now, thinking about it, how important the jockey is, and it's not to say I never understood that. It's just like I'm really thinking about it, and I'm like, wow, yeah. The right person not being on the horse's back could totally make or break a horse's career, really, when you think about it. You're back home for a month. It's been warm enough in the east. I'll miss the trees. Yeah. That's always how I would feel, man. Anytime I would leave the west and come back to the Midwest or the east side, I'm just like, I miss the trees. And like you said, the weather hasn't been terribly cold here as of recent, so that also helps. But the trees out west, it's just different, man. Bless My Path. She's gonna roll on to an easy Winter Grand Prix win because, well, this is what she does, man. She comes from a true endurance pedigree. She's got the endurance to handle these races, blow the field away. And it's another grade one, her third today. We won 3 grade ones with Bless My Path today. Let's go. He said to do a lot more than horses today. Raced till 5, won a ton of grade ones. Is one of the last recent horses to win under 132 pounds. Yeah. It used to be the rite of passage of a great horse. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like people in the general eyes of horse racing, when they talk about great horses, is like, especially dirt horses, I'm like, why are we skipping over Skip Away? The dude won a lot, and he did it for years. Unlike horses today, and this is no shade to horses today, but horses today race one season as a 3-year-old, and if they're good enough, they'll be retired and used for breeding. You know, like Skip Away was like, of course, among a group of horses in the past, and even still some today that are still running. But as far as the grade ones, like you said, he won a lot of grade ones, and he didn't just do that in one season. I'm like, that's a really, really strong horse when you think about it. To be able to do that and to win grade ones over its career, just like some people don't understand. Skip Away was really a great horse for his time. Speaking of great horses, we're at the end of the year. Fast Navy gets Horse of the Year. What? How did that happen? Over Sweet Storm? She was undefeated, and she won arguably the biggest races. She won the World Turf Cup, amongst other big grade ones. I mean, I'm not upset. It's just like, Fast what? How did that happen? Fast Navy gets Horse of the Year. Best Smiler and Sprinter goes to Sweet Storm. Best Older Colt goes Court. There he goes. Court is a horse and a colt. It's a court. Yep. Best Older Court goes to Fast Navy. Best Older Filly and Mare goes to Sweet Storm. The best 3-year-old filly goes to Bless My Path, the girl that we just won our last race with. Wow. Dear Son gets best 2-year-old filly. I would like to work with her. She's a horse that I've always admired. Fast Navy is him? I mean, facts, he is. I'm just like, wow. Horse of the Year? I didn't think we did that well with him this year, honestly. I'm not complaining. It's his first title. Or first award, really. I don't know if the game counts as a title in this game. We won the jockey standings, 31 wins out of 60 meets. That means our winning percentage was a little bit over 50%. Yeah! Let's go. Really good year, then. Oh, look at all the money. Look at all the money. We've been invited to the Dream Cup. Who am I racing with? Hope Sweet Storm, right? Yeah. Let's go. Cam's Crown, Lake Courage, Trifane, Danny Saint. She's better than all these girls, obviously. She's way better than Cam's Crown, no offense. Sweet Storm is a monster. She's still undefeated, and she hasn't even hit her peak yet. I was thinking about doing a video about great racehorse that weren't nearly as good as studs. I salute it. Do it. That's another great idea. You know? That's a fantastic idea for you, Empire. Yeah, I 100% support that. I'd be curious the list of horses you'd come up with as well. So I think that'd be a really good one. Horses who did it all on the track, yep. So there's so many good ideas for that type of content. That's why I've been shocked that nobody has done it. And like, finally, I think there's more of a audience for it. I wonder if it would have did well like maybe years ago. Me and him have been in courts trying to spark more life into horse racing. I think you guys are doing a good job, and I've been looking at both of your channels. I see kind of how they're growing, and you both keep doing what you're doing. Like, stay on it, you know what I mean? Keep up with your unique ideas, your innovation, all of that, because I think both of your channels are going to grow a lot further than you guys think, as long as you stay consistent. Ah, it's a horse race. Sweet Storm, Cam's Crown on the outside. Half a furlong left to go. No, there's Cam's Crown. Oh, man. Play spoiler in the end. I definitely ran her a bit too hard. I'm kind of mad at myself for that. I'm not going to lie. Cam's Crown beats us. Nailed me right at the line. I ran her too hard, and I started her too soon. Sweet Storm is a much better horse than Cam's Crown. No offense. But that's on me. That's just a prime example. Got a giant list of videos to do in a note sheet. Awesome. Yeah, make this your year for both of you guys. All the content you want to do, you know, take your time to make sure you're putting quality into your content, which you both are already doing. So just continue to do that. It's the best thing you can do for YouTube. That's really what I've learned. I realized, at least it doesn't count for her undefeated streak. I'm kind of happy, but darn. Could have won that race with her, man. Fast Navy, how did you get Horse of the Year, bro? Should have won that race. I mean, I can't go back. We've already made too much progress, but that's a race I want back. No. I wanted to look at horse data. Alright, so let's see. As of recently... So he's won... He won 3 grade 1s this year. What? He won the King Cup Spring at 16 furlongs. He won the Paris Cup at 12 furlongs. And then he won the Continental Cup. You mean to tell me all of that gets him Horse of the Year? What? Let's look at Sweet Storm. The horse I think should have won it. Let's look at her track record for this year. Well, she didn't do that much better. In fact, she only won the 3 grade 1s at the Spring Mile Cup, Super Mile Cup, and the World Turf Cup. I just thought that World Turf Cup was a bigger race, but I think this game is weird. I think it considers the Paris Cup a bigger race in the calendar to win over the World Turf Cup, which is usually the bigger race in the other games, but Paris Cup always ends up being a lot bigger than I realize. I'm happy he got Horse of the Year, of course. I don't know. I just assumed the World Turf Cup would be a bigger race that they would consider, and waiting who gets that award. But apparently not. Maybe the Paris Cup means more in this game. Which is fine. They both got awards. Like, Sweet Storm, she's already got Horse of the Year. So, Fast and Navy, first time Horse of the Year. Congratulations to him. Yeah, Sketch, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, even if you don't get a lot of views, that's my mindset with my videos. I know every video I upload isn't going to do well. So, you know, it's just like, hey, I'm just making my content. Whoever watches it will watch it. And that's all that matters. Just got another good idea. We'll run it to us. We're at the beginning of the year. I may see what's available for a couple of races. I'll probably call it. Sweet Storm is 5 years old now. I'm glad that Dream Goal didn't count from her undefeated streak, because I don't think we're going to lose against any of these other horses. Cam's Crown, J-Ho, any of those horses pop up, that'll be our real challenge with her. So, was there even anything to run in the beginning of the year? Like, usually not. 7 and 12 for Sedate Chief. She's still developing, right? Oh, she's already peaked. I forgot. What's her GR rank? 6? 2 wins and 9 starts. How did she get a GR rank 6? Ranking all Triple Crown winners? Could always do that. That type of video will always spark a conversation in the comments for sure, because everybody's gonna have their lists. Do I retire Sedate Chief now? What am I gonna do with her? She's past her peak. Winning is kind of hard with her at grade 1s for whatever reason. I just can't seem to do it. So do I just stick her to grade 3s and grade 2s this year? Or do I just retire her now for breeding? I don't know what to do with her. Like, I don't know how she's GR rank 6. 2 races I won must have really been good wins. I don't know. I kind of want to see if I can get more wins with her. I think that would help her breeding profile a bit. I'm going to run her in that Sunset race. Fast Navy, I guess. Can we even put you in an open? Or grade 3, you're going to have a ridiculous handicap. That's what I thought. Grade 2. Gosh, even handicaps in the grade 2s for a long time. That's why, like, the game really punishes you for having good horses after a certain point where they really stick the handicaps to you. I feel like in 2003 and 2004, they're kind of flexible with certain races, not giving you a handicap if it's lower class. But in this game, they're punishing you. Oh, you have too good of a horse? Yeah, you're going to carry an extra 55 pounds. Like, my goodness, bro. Sweet Storm, she's probably not going to be able to race for a while, so I'm just going to have to keep her, like, impatient. There's not even a grade 1 for her until the King Cup Spring in May. Why is... I hate the beginning of the calendar in this game. It's so ridiculous that there's just no quality races for your really good horses to run up until May, basically. I get it from a seasonal perspective, because of course in North America, or at least in the Northern Hemisphere, that's kind of how the calendar works. But I mean, come on. Give us something. Sedate Chief is up in this open. I just want to try to stack some wins with her, but I guess before I retire her, I feel like that's pretty much all she's really going to be worth. I'm going to finish this race and whatever last one we have, and that'll probably do it. I actually want to play Pokemon or Warframe. I don't know which one. Yes, I play Warframe. For anybody that knows about that game and wonders, that game is great. I get so much hate for playing it, and it drives me nuts. I'm just like, what is your problem with Warframe? What has the game done to you? It is a fun game. As far as its currency model, stuff is actually really affordable. I mean, you can get a lot without actually having to spend a whole lot if you want to. It's free to play, but if you want to spend money, like, you're not going to break the bank like most games make you do. So much in the lore, so many worlds, weapons, like, the game is... Oh my gosh. Whoa, what a close from Sedate Chief. I don't know if we got there for the win. That comment is funny. Thank goodness it's not real, I would hope. Nah, second place. Gosh, I still can't win with her, not even in an open. Maybe I'm just starting her too far back, honestly. Yeah, she has better stamina. I probably need to be running her closer towards the midfield. But gosh, I get so much hate for playing Warframe, and it's from people that don't play the game. I don't understand. It's like, okay, so what are you saying? You don't play the game, so I shouldn't? Sorry, minor rant there, but really fun game. I kind of wish I had people, more people to play with. As far as like people that actually like the game, but like, yeah, I haven't really tapped into like the universe like that. I've just been kind of playing solo as of recently. Like, I'll squad up with people every blue moon, but game is fun. I don't understand. One thing about the gaming community I don't like. Like, why do people hate on people for playing the games that they enjoy or playing it a certain way? It's such a stupid, weird thing. I've never been that type of person in my life. I'm like, whatever you enjoy as a game, you enjoy. I'm not going to judge you. Even if you're playing it in a way that frustrates me. It's like, if that's how you play the game, that's how you play it. It's like everybody that plays a game a certain way knows that they can watch videos or tutorials or whatever to get better. It's just like sometimes we just don't care to do that. So like there shouldn't be any problem about it, you know? There's like no races to do for anybody right now. Might be a good point to call it. I don't know if I'm going to play Pokemon or that. I've been playing the trading card game, which is actually really fun for me. I've always liked Pokemon, so I still have a lot of cards. I got rid of pretty much all my good ones I should have kept that would have had good value today, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think I'll call it there. So guys, I appreciate all of you for coming by, hanging out. Fun time. Sketch, Empire, looking forward to videos you guys will be working on, I'm sure, in the next couple of weeks. And, yeah, thank you all so much for the love and support. Cannot say that enough. This makes doing this whole thing really fun and enjoyable, and keeps the morale high. And ultimately, when that happens, content continues to roll. And I'm genuinely enjoying what we're doing. Like, we're getting much further in pretty much all the games, so I feel like there's progress happening. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. Roman, Sketch, Empire, Shayna. Who else is here? Fletch. Elite popped in for a second. Any of you that are watching that just haven't commented, appreciate you too. Roman, that series. I don't know what day, probably on the weekend at some point. Maybe during the weekday, but we'll see. Oh, of course. You guys make great content, both of you, so I enjoy it. All of you guys make content, even, you know, Roman, Elite, even when you guys upload, whenever you do. I watch all your videos, and I really appreciate you guys also making content. I'm just glad there are more people doing YouTube now. It doesn't really matter who's doing it. I'm just glad that there are people doing YouTube. It got so boring of just being one of the few people doing content and streaming in this niche. I'm just like, it's kind of lonely here, man. I can't be the only one that likes these things, you know? YouTube can be a scary place with them. You know, like people I see or interact with, they're not into it. So it's always good we can do that.